So with my situation, he was just like, I don't feel like I need to have sex to validate how I feel about you. But I think he's definitely questionably gay. And we had dated before. He came out and saw me for like a week, and we never had sex.
Yeah.
Okay, that's...
Hold on.
Yeah.
And you slept with him for a week long?
Yeah.
Next to him?
Never had
And he
sex.
never tried?
Nope.
Talk about in the chat, guys. Write in the chat if you need sex in order to validate your feelings towards women, or write validate, or have sex because sex is fun. Write fun in the chat if you have sex because it's fun and because you don't give a fuck about validating the relationship.
Right.
I was livid. Honestly.
I know. I love that too because everybody.
Did you try and
it's all
initiate
about
with him?
validation.
I was like, why don't you want to fuck me?
You said that?
Yeah.
Right there.
You're in bed with me, but like, don't
Yeah,
you
literally, like we've had sex before, obviously.
Fine.
Yeah, he said that. He's like, I don't feel like I need to validate my feelings
I
for
would have
you
been
with
like,
sex.
Oh.
do you need a tampon? I'm going to the
What's going
grocery
on?
store.
That honestly, yeah.
They
he's
all
a shit
say
show.
fun.
Yeah.
Did it make you like him more?
No, not at all. I mean, I felt good because I was like, oh yeah, my sacred sexuality. Like, we don't have to have sex to feel connected. But no, no, I didn't. I was pissed off. I'm like,
Tori,
why'd you
have you
come
ever
see
had a
me?
same night, Lee?
No.
I don't know if I ever asked you that.
Yeah, you have asked me.
Yeah.
I
You never had a same night, Lee? Have you ever made a guy wait for sex?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
That's great.
Fuck yeah.
I made a woman wait because I questioned her motive.
Oh.
Thank you for the super chat. Adventuresome Baradash.
But you're not an adventurer, sir.
I can't tell.
You're not an adventurer. If
Yeah.
you are questioning a woman's motive.
Well, no, I think what
No
it is.
hymen, no diamonds.
But okay, I get what he's saying though, because he's saying if it's well, yeah, I do, because if it's too easy, if a beautiful woman goes up to a guy who's not used to having like a really gorgeous woman come up to him and say, "Hey, you want to have sex with me?"
Check for that. Check.
Yeah,
for the
then it's like okay,
Adam's apple pimp.
who's gonna shoot me, right? Like who's gonna roll me?
Check for them big hands.
Yeah.
That Adam's apple.
Do you think that that's what this guy is talking about?
Yeah, I do actually. I do
You
actually
think he was
think.
approached by a transvestite?
No,
and
but
wanted
I understand the nature of the question. Meaning, like, if a guy who is unused to getting the attention of beautiful women, and suddenly a woman comes up to him, "You're a really great person. I'd love to fuck you." Blah 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 blah. That guy's like, I am being set up.
Got it.
I'm
I
being
think you
set
just
up.
sent me a video.
Yeah, so it was shout out to Amber Emery in Toronto. You remember Amber Emery? Yeah, she's doing these videos now where she walks up to dudes and be like, "Yeah, I just got a relationship. I'm just trying to fuck right now. You want to go fuck in the bathroom?" And the guy will be like, "Yeah." She'll walk away. He goes, "Hold on, I need to go to something, whatever." Another guy walks up and goes, "Do you know that girl has a dick?" And then she comes back and just sees like, "Are you ready? Let's go have sex." And the guy always says no. It's crazy when you watch it.
Do you know about the college? They've repeated this experiment, like really, I think since the early '90s, but they've been doing it over and over again. It's a common like psychological, like sociosexual experiment that they do. And so they'll go to college campuses and they'll have a really attractive guy and a really attractive girl, and then we'll go to the college quads or
By the way,
whatever.
you can't do this anymore.
Yeah, you can't do it anymore. You used to be able to do this before Me Too and all that. But what they would do is the guy would go up to women in the quad and he says, "Hi, I've got a place just up the road here. I've got a hotel room. Would you like to have sex with me?" Just bam, like direct game, like straight out.
Hey, Torsha, can you look up the results for this? This study is
and
public.
then I think I'm gonna paraphrase them, but and then they had a very attractive woman do the same thing to the guys that were on there, and I believe it was like something like 95% of the women turned the guy down.
It was like 97%.
Yeah, turn him down, and then for the guys, it was like 95 or 98% of the guys said, "Yeah, let's go," and the 2% were like, "Can I take a rain check? Can I, like my wife's in town. Can we meet on Saturday instead of right now?"
I think it was probably closer to 86% for the guys to say yes to just immediately having sex.
Interesting.
It was in Mate Selection, right, by David Buss?
I think that was part of it. Hey, he's done. I know he's quoted it before.
Yeah, he's quoted.
It was before his book, but
it was in the 1970s.
It's been done for a while.
The 1989 one?
89. No, that's a 37 culture study. There's another study.
Holy shit, you're right. How'd you know that?
Because Dr.
Dude,
Bess.
that was wild.
Yeah, I read all of Dr. Buss's stuff. Anyway, so the study kind of went like this. It was because I remember for women, when they asked, there were 3 questions, like, "Can I get your number? Will you come back with me? Do you want to have sex?" And I think for women, it was like, "Can I get your number?" The guy was really good looking. It was over 50%. "Will you go on a date with me?" It's still over 50%. It's like a really good looking guy. And then the last one is, "Do you want to have sex now?" And it was something like 12% or 8%, somewhere in that
very
area.
low.
For when the really good looking went up to the man, it was like, "Can I get your number?" It was somewhere in the 97%. When it was like, "Can we go out on a date?" It was still in the high 90s. And then, "Can we have sex?" I believe it was somewhere like it was something like 91, 86%, somewhere in that area, because there were, like you said, a lot of guys that were like, my wife's here, like I'm not really sure what's going on. Or a lot of things that happened is that like there was some, sexual dysfunction or something like that caused it to happen. But the point was, well, again, one of my favorite studies of all time is something, and I could be totally misquoting this, but when men were asked whether or not blowjobs were cheating. Something like 40% of men said they were not cheating. And when they said, what if your girlfriend gives a blowjob? 97% of men said that was cheating, right? It was some crazy thing like that. We're just so completely dimorphically different as far as sex is.
Because men and women cheat for different reasons.
Well, they cheat
and
for
they
different
get
reasons.
jealous for different reasons.
Yes, exactly.